miracle, man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. There's a counter shot. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Perfect counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Come on.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. There's a scoring blow. Beautiful counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell,
Here we go in round 3. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The jab not finding its target. Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Can't find a home for that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second.
He's starting to make mistakes.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A perfect counter lands. counterpunch caught him clean. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Good counterpunch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counterpunch. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Have he got complacent?
This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try to put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Perfect counter lands. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Straight right just misses. And that jab just missed with the left hand. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Caution being thrown to the wind. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like he... And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they weathered the...
What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Switch on.
That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Take the round off.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight.
Good work.
Round 8, and we're off again. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now.
Whoa, Johnny! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
That punch landed. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before,